Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because at least to a couple of snaps per game, you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
At the 22-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Austin is there and brings in another one. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Delgado. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
First down, Bills.
They're going to look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
No gain on the play.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense ready for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
At the 17-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Torres. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st down. 1st and goal.
Back to throw. And it's caught. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A little juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass complete to Austin on the comeback route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
First down. A gain of 21 yards.
They'll run on first down. It's Delgado. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. Austin brings in the quick throw. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down, Bills.
Up the middle they go. Bishop. And running with power here. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 3. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They run the counter. Meadows. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He finds his man, complete. That's Castro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Able to slither by. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's another Bills. First down. A gain of 15. And the Bills first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he finds Austin complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
That's good for a Bills first and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to the Wildcat plays that were bouncing around the league circa 2008 or so. The idea here, just snap it right to the guy you want to run with it. In theory, you're getting yourself an extra blocker. And here, that Wildcat runner is your quarterback. And he takes it into the end zone.
Our home team, 10.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Complete to number 82. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown! A great effort there. 41 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. We know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his man Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Bills first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Shoves him away. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Bills.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here now, 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Austin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Walters. He'll try to pick it up himself. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bishop. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. He'll try and do this himself, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Our home team, 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Walters completing it to the right side. Johnson. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Third down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how Week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bills have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, There's no way we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's good. Orlando, first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
9-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 40.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. 2nd down and 4. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He finds his man complete. That's Torrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
To number 15. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of having played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. McKinnon here is complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Orlando takes back over on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Complete to number 15. It's a pickup of 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Torres. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Second down and 6 now.
At the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the 4th quarter. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Bishop. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Gain of 7. First down, Bills.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's 2nd and 8.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously. But the first game of the year always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Bills, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.